I would like to review absolute value less than inequalities. So if of course the absolute value of a number is the distance that number is from zero, so it will always be positive. So what numbers could I plug in here where it would give me a number that's less than or equal to 4? Well, 4 would work because the absolute value of 4 is 4, and that's less than or equal to 4. 3 would work. 2 would work. 1, 0. What about negative 1? Absolute value of a negative 1 is 1, and 1 is less than or equal to 4. And a negative 2 would work, and a negative 3, and a negative 4. So in other words, if what's inside the absolute value bars is in between a 4 and a negative 4, it works. So if x is in between a negative 4 and 4, of course that would be shaded negative 4, 4, like that. So basically, instead of writing out what numbers work, whenever I have an absolute value less than, I will form a compound inequality where x is in the middle, and you've got the 4, which comes from this, and the opposite negative side on this side. So let's do that for part B. Part B says absolute value of absolute value of x less than or equal to 8. Well, that would be in between 8 and negative 8. So that still doesn't match this graph. Let's look at C. C is absolute value x minus 2 less than or equal to 4. This isn't going to work either. You do the very same thing. You take what's in your absolute value bars and set it in between a 4 and a negative 4. And then you add x to both sides, and it gives you a 6. That's how I knew it wasn't going to work, because I knew I was going to get a 6 on this end, and mine only goes up to 4. So looks to me like it's going to be E, because I've got x plus 2, absolute value, less than or equal to 6. That's x plus 2 is less than or equal to 6, less than or equal to negative 6. Subtract 2, and that gives me my 4. Subtract 2, and that gives me my negative 8. So my answer is E.